Joining us interactive now, Aisha Ibrahim, the lady in red, is here. Hello, Aisha.
Hello, Israel, and hello to the gentleman
In the red
tie,
tie.
that kind of thing. You know how to join the conversations on facebook.com/joynews on TV, and on Twitter it's at joynews on TV. So it's about medical drones. You can also WhatsApp, and the number is on the screen. So the Ghana Medical Association is demanding the immediate suspension of that medical drone contract, and it says it wasn't consulted, and it is also saying that those drones, without the necessary improvement of human capacity, will not benefit the country. They would rather government improve referral systems, especially in emergency situations. And we asked you what you make of this call. A lot of your comments are on Facebook. We'll be
all right, so we're bringing those your comments on Facebook
shortly.
in a bit.
But my question is, how is the GMA coming in now? Because the thing has been approved in Parliament.
Right, so it's a question I put to the doctor who joined us on Joy on the bulletin earlier, and he's saying that they have all this while been trying to get information as we getting the actual contract so they can read it for themselves and satisfy themselves with the questions that they had, but they never really got the document. But they've been following the conversations in the media, and that's why they've come to the conclusion that there needs to be further consultations before we actually go with it. So they want to suspend it. Now let's get on to Facebook. Islam Isa says the whole idea of purchase of drones to transport medical supplies is a create, loot and share idea. Martin Kovlan says NPP vultures will soon jump on them and tear them apart. No one is allowed to criticize this government. And Philip Ian says Ghana Medical Association is different from Ghana Education Service. Hence, this government can't create another mess there. Kudos to GMA. Hartwell says, this is serious. I'm even left in a confused state now. The government says this, another group says that. Ghana. Papi says having drones as part of a health system is good, but it is only complementary to the already existing healthcare delivery system. For those who think that drones will serve as a panacea to healthcare delivery, you are certainly fooling yourselves. And Todeche Malfomo says, were you sleeping when the issue has become a household name in this country called Ghana? If indeed you were sleeping, then wake up from your slumber and stop behaving. All right. And Peter says, I don't know why the NDT is crying foul. Just let the majority MPP flaunt their muscles. It will soon crash in their faces after a couple of drones never make it to their destinations or return to base. Instead of using these funds to construct highways and maintain existing roads to be able to employ more people, they're going high-tech just to put money into their few friends' pockets.
And a number of your comments are also on WhatsApp. And this one, you didn't add your... Okay, F.O. Newton from Kumasi, he says, GMA must stop the hypocrisy and double standard. Where were they when the debates on the deal started? Ben from Krobo Odumasi says, so if the health practitioners are not in full support, then why are the MPs in a rush? And this one is coming from who you didn't add your name. He says, taking into consideration the amount used in acquiring these drones, it would have bought helicopters and ambulances to help thousands of lives across Ghana. Indeed, we are in a concrete jungle. May Allah save us. And this one, he says, and it's coming from Robert Boche from Somenya. He says, I'm very disappointed in the NIC and the police especially. Okay, they seem not to know what minimum force means. Okay, he's talking about something else. And then he comes to say, for the GMA, the least said about them, the better. Godfred from Jirapa says, that whole thing of drones is annoying. Ask any health worker apart from the DG of Ghana Health Service who has 0% to take. And this one, you say the drones are just a waste of money. We are not there yet. There are more important things to do as a developing country. Very interesting comment. The last one, he didn't add his name as well. And he says, so far, so it's a new technology. We should welcome the deal in good faith. And let's ask questions where necessary so as to improve its efficiency. As to whether it's necessary Oh, hell yes. And Nana is sending us this one. He says the drones are just a waste of money. We are not there yet. There are more important things to do as a developing countries. Okay, so I think I've read Nana your message. Mubarak from WA says instead of using these monies to improve the system, we're using it to buy drones. Some of the facilities don't even have the best structures to keep the sick people alive till the drone arrives with the whatever. And let's see what Ishmael from Takwa says. I'm surprised at the persistence of MPP in implementing this idea against all the common sense advice from the experts. I visited a public hospital recently and there were even no bed sheets on the patient's bed. What's in this deal for the NPP? And that's a question he's asking. And Emmanuel says they have taken lands from poor farmers, all in the name of drone projects without settling the farmers very well. Oh, Ghana. And those are some of your comments on WhatsApp. But let's listen to this controversial counselor. He says you're going straight to hell if you don't give your wife orgasm. That's according to the controversial counselor Luchert. Take a look.
I'm saying that some people are going to hell. For example, any man who is with a wife and your wife doesn't attain orgasm, you are going to hell. So how many men are sure they are going to hell? How many wives are sure their husbands are going to hell? Hey, some hands are up. Somebody says that if you are with a lady that you are studying and you've not married her, she never complains about your sexual act. But after marriage, then they tell you, beef up your game. So you ask yourself, so before then, what was I doing?
Israel, yeah. What do you think?
Well, I disagree with him. It's not about her. And probably he's just, saying something too.
For me, he's just using the hell thing to emphasize a certain point. But I think he makes a point over there.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. Why not?
Is your husband going to heaven or hell?
That's what I said.
You don't need to answer. You don't need to answer. By Jeremiah on Facebook says, it's so funny. That's a joke of the year 2018. Joshua says, we need to identify some comedians and cease to pay full attention to them. Wetibwati Ayepa says, if Opinion Kwejotre is widely accepted by many as a counselor, then I don't know why this man is also referred to as a counselor. If I may ask, does he know what it takes for a person to go to heaven? Always in the news for controversy. Social media pastor. He should shut up and concentrate on his job at Kelebu. What is that? Okay, Nisanya says, please, we've been starring roads. Talk about that one too. Or Denehu Shrava says, his face and clerical only tells me this man can't fire even for even a minute. Empty barrel. Nonsense. And then we, the men's gold investors, don't need orgasm. We need our money. Andrew says, then you are the first victim. And okay, what do you have on WhatsApp?
Okay, so this one, he says, for the first time, I agree with a man. Sex is a two-way affair, and so each side has got to enjoy the act. Most men are facing this problem, but are unable to speak up. The men who just jump on their wives or women without doing what will bring them on and subsequently get them to have orgasm need some serious lessons. Women, don't be afraid of your men. Tell them how to do it so you both enjoy. And this is coming from Berima Kuabaji from Jenny. Richard from Abompe says, please, can you help by asking when will, okay, so he's talking about release of student loans. And this one says, ask his wife for confirmation. Let's see this one from Bahara from Binduri. He says, many counselors are not courageous to speak the truth like this counselor. He's a role model to many of us. Let's see. Okay, you didn't add your name. He says, please, can government and House of Chiefs stop the Yagbonrura? Okay, he's also talking about the chieftaincy clashes. Fred Haiti says, I'm enjoying Joy News. Good evening, and good evening to you, Fred. thanks for watching. And Robert from Somenya says, literate is misleading people, keke. And he says, good evening, Aisha. Good evening to you too. Can you explain why you think it's misleading people? Al Hassan says, no, then we are all going to hell per his assertion. But Israel, you guys need to understand something. Sometimes you're too selfish. You agree? You agree that you're selfish?
Yeah, some men can be selfish.
You're a man.
Yes, some men
are you selfish?
I don't think I'm selfish.
Okay, so you're going to heaven. All right. Let me take this last one from Patrick Opon.
Cancer analogy, yes.
He should indicate that Bible verse for us. And the final one from Emmanuel, he says, the kettle has the audacity to call the pot black. You've forgotten how a lady accused you of being a 1-minute man. Anyway, those are some comments on WhatsApp, and that'll be all for.
But then we would like to leave you. Have you heard of that song, that Christmas carol that has been localized?
No.
On the first day of Christmas. Okay, so we have that. We're going to share that with you even as we end the bulletin, and I hope you guys all get to enjoy. It's our trending video, and it's going to sign us out. Okay.
So thank you for watching. My name is Aisha Ibrahim.